Hi everyone, welcome back to the Healing Club, where we talk about root cause healing for real change. In today's video, I want to take you into something fascinating and honestly, a little unsettling. What if I told you that something inside your body could influence how you think, how you feel, and even how you behave? It sounds like science fiction, but in nature, this is already happening. And the question is, could something similar be happening in us? We're talking about parasites and their ability to control behavior. Parasites don't just live inside a host. Some of them actually manipulate it. They use a few powerful biological tools. Some parasites can increase chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. These are the same chemicals that control mood, motivation, and decision making. So when those are altered, behavior changes. Certain parasites can actually influence which genes are turned on or off. This can create long-term changes in behavior, stress response, and even personality traits. Some parasites don't just influence the brain, they take over the body itself. They grow through tissues and literally force movement. Parasites can trigger inflammation in the body and brain. This releases chemicals called cytokines, which can lead to fatigue, depression, and sickness behavior, almost like the body is being slowed down on purpose. One of the most famous examples of this is a fungus called Ophiocordyceps unilateralis. When it infects an ant and slowly spreads through its body, it can control the muscles. And at a certain point, the ant is forced to leave its colony, climb up a plant, and clamp down onto a leaf. This is called the death grip. And then the fungus grows out of the ant's body to release spores and repeat the cycle. The ant is alive, but no longer in control. The fungus controlled the ant's actions and behavior. Another example is a parasite called Toxoplasma gondii. In rodents, it does something incredible. It removes their natural fear of cats. In fact, infected mice can actually become attracted to the scent of a cat. Why? Because the parasite needs the mouse to be eaten to continue its life cycle inside the cat. So now we have to ask, if parasites can alter neurotransmitters, affect the immune system, and influence behavior, what happens when humans are exposed? Now I want to be clear. I'm not saying this is happening in the exact same way in humans, but research is beginning to explore connections between infections, inflammation, gut health, and brain function, including things like mood changes, anxiety, and cognitive function. This is actually what led me down this path. As a mom, trying to understand my son's health, I kept seeing patterns that didn't quite make sense at first. Watching the immediate personality change on my autistic son when I treated his parasite and fungus infection was like watching an instant miracle. It was an eye-opening experience. I realized it's gut health, parasites, and inflammation. And while everyone's journey is different, this became a huge piece of the puzzle for us. I'm not a doctor, and this is not medical advice. This is me sharing my research, observations, and my personal experience. Always do your own research and work with a professional you trust. If this opened your eyes even a little bit, you're not alone. There's so much more to explore here. In my next videos, I'm going to go deeper into my protocols, the gut-brain connection and biofilms, and what may help support the body. So make sure to subscribe to the Healing Club for more conversations like this. And if you've ever looked into this yourself or have thoughts on it, I'd love to hear your comments. I would also love to know if you want me to go live so we can talk about this together. Drop a comment below, and if you think this would be something you would like. Until next week, happy healing.